Всех приветствую в новой серии по Kingdom Come. Продолжим сюжет. Тем более, что тут еще допы только остались, они не особо интересные, я бы сказал. Лететь до Сазавы. Угу. По пути как раз еще лагерь. С доп. Задания. Да кучу его еще зачистить. Они, наверное, бесконечные вообще.
Well, I never. Pig. Hey, all of you, gather here.
Вожак. А чё вожак-то где? Ты что ли? Походу, да? Да не надо травить вино, добей ты его. Сейчас, походу, еще прибегут. Просто сбежали, что ли? Еще один был точно. Блин, нафиг, это не моя лошадь.
Shit, Henry! Henry! Here!
Ни хрена какие люди.
We're here! Don't you see? Henry!
Ну чё, как дела у вас? Все так же. Закидываете дома навозом?
Matthew, Fritz, you're alive.
Of course we're alive.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really?
Bollocks! Bloody joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Ratai that I got back in my right mind.
And I see you're not doing too badly for yourself. What are you up to?
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radzig.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
Well, you two and work never got along. But don't tell me that they're not in need of carpenters. They're reconstructing the monastery.
They don't want us there.
And there's nothing else around here.
Hey, you
Чё-то
wouldn't have to
натворили
know
еще,
of
поди.
anything.
It will really help us out right now.
Well, I can ask around, but I'm not promising anything.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
And where would they hire you to?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines, so wherever they work with wood, I suppose. Forget about construction. After Skalitz, no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sassau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat. Ideally, we're looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work.
What other neighbours of ours made it?
Your hunker's in the monastery. That girl really helped us out. That's about all we know. When we ran for it, we helped Teresa, but who knows where she is now? We got separated.
I owe my life to Teresa. She hauled me unconscious to the mill in Ratai and nursed me back to health.
I'm glad she survived. Since you know her so well, why not try asking her if she knows about any work? I'll be with you.
Не знаю, нужно ли вы там. Корчмарю, что ли, мне отправили? Художник по фрескам.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
My friend, you're a trader. Help me out here. I'm after some quicksilver.
Well, I've been there several times myself and come back empty-handed. They fobbed me off 3 times over.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git. A tankard here.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up
One
the
beer.
red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know.
Быстро. А чё, мне просто в корчму надо было зайти, видимо.
But when you care to buy something before you go, or play a game, I really need some money. I've been waiting.
Ну чё
for a while
продаешь?
and my stay's getting expensive.
Why not?
Good luck to you.
Вот карту я у тебя возьму. Венцо кому-нибудь подгоню. Что у меня лишнего такого есть? Куда он у меня взялся? Ну, хрен с ним, продать.
Can we do something about...
Here you are, with a little top up.
Well, no, thank you very much.
Ну, первая ниточка пошла, значит, у нас. В монастырь и... А, с Ульрихом мне надо поговорить, а я к какому-то художнику подошел.
Just ridiculous. I'll have a beer.
Наверху, походу, спит.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
О, кто тебя отделал-то?
Consulted him, and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins, and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
Ну, с художником я уже случайно поговорил. Лишним не будет. Значит, надо в монастырь топать. Блин, хреново, сейчас ночью они вряд ли будут там все бодрствовать. Может, успею. Мне куда-то тут правее. Наверх, что ли? А, вот ты где. Ну давай рассказывай.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Farewell.
Помощник только что ушел. Заказал как раз. Или давно заказал. Кто его знает. Помощник? Куда пропал? Только что здесь был. Проведите расследование. Надо посмотреть, что там у него по записям. Че я парюсь, короче. Ни хрена у тебя нет.
Good day to you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to, it's that I can't.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground, a lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy!
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything
Ой,
about
проговорился.
any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon, directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was, without a crest, armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery, that they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
God be with you.
Надо быстрее свалить, пока он там не нашел. Уже сейчас найдет.
Yeah.
Наверное, переночую лучше. То ночью не очень все хорошо видно. Да уйди с дороги ты. Здорово. Да офигеть, ты что, спишь до сих пор? Ну охренеть теперь. Ну давай уже поговорим, хорош. Куда ты пошел? Наконец-то.
What troubles you?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
По-моему, так же выглядишь.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Сейчас пойду.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapata.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch dive to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Ну, про такт это не для меня.
God be with you.
Yeah.
Значит, за холм. Опача. Кто-то приодетый, я смотрю, ходит-то. Два придурка каких-то.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
Does the name Rapata ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say? Rapota. Nope, I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
Admiring the view, my arse. If you ever want to see another view again, I suggest you answer my question.
Ha! I've been more impressively threatened by my sister's baby.
Fuck you. Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on, what's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I'll make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it!
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapata?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone there. But I don't know who.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people, they don't speak, just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapporteur's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? The bastard owes me a dozen groschen. Damn it. Now what? Well, no use hanging around here anyway. In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks.
Ты что, тоже пошел? Ну давай еще поешь, посиди. Может и мне поесть? Не, у меня все нормально. Так, значит, надо в городе искать. Только где? Схожу, значит, до кузнеца пока.
Good day to you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. Or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What are you doing here anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
Не
I
безосновательно.
don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day, he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest. As though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
Take care now.
Теперь надо его ящик найти еще. Начнем отсюда, наверное. Хламье какое-то. Все, что ли, больше? А, вот какой-то ящик. Монеты. О, есть. А, так что тут думать-то еще? Замешан? Теперь осталось его найти. Так, сейчас к кому идем? Получается, хозяйка купальни, Флориан. Угу. Купальня. Ну-ка, расскажи-ка мне, чем тебя так разозлил ухажер твой? Вообще не твой, а твоих работников.
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl.
В смысле, похитили?
Shudder to think what's become of her.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
Лодочника надо искать теперь.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me.
Да все ты про него знаешь, я смотрю.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
Красота какая.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child.
Ну ладно, понятно, все с тобой. Ну а это я воспользуюсь услугами.
Uh-huh.
Get myself fixed up a bit.
As you wish.
Да, пофигу.
Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely
Шлем грязный.
God bless.
Еще портного найти, чтобы мне шмотки зашил. А то вратая портной сейчас не работает. По неизвестным причинам. С этим я закончил. Может, здесь, кстати, портной есть. Тут вроде много всяких вон лавок. О, вот и он. Че, ты работаешь, портной?
I hope I can be of some humble service to you. Farewell.
Все, давай. Накину тебе еще сверху.
Let's talk about the prop. Here. And something for your trouble.
My word, thank you kindly.
Блин, это походу кривой перевод мода, что ли? Не понимаю. Репутация понизилась, хотя улыбки вроде висят. Сейчас к пекарю, значит. Как тебе в подвал попасть? Ага. Ну и халупа у тебя.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then? All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rappator mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
You just incriminated yourself.
One man's word against another. Like I said, I'll deny everything.
And do you really think that's going to help you? Your word means nothing. You've got the tools, the knowledge, and the workshop. The only thing missing is a motive, but I'm guessing it's money.
I don't give a fuck about money.
So what then?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Просто кинуть его нахрен через колено. Ну давай. Пойдем спасем твою Эстер.
That scum took her right out of the bathhouse.
That doesn't begin to justify what you
Все
did.
равно.
I don't care. This isn't about me. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Look, Florian, I'm sorry for what you're going through, honestly. But I'm not the only one who's after these people. As soon as they get wind of something, they'll be out of here and Esther will be gone with them. And then you'll never see your Esther again.
I won't see her again anyway unless somebody helps us.
Jesus Christ, you're a stubborn one. Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me.
Давай,
Nothing else
давай.
matters.
Where are they keeping her?
in the Skalitz Hills.
Можно было, конечно, я думаю, так его расколоть.
That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I
Но что-то тогда будет слишком тут много разговоров на одну серию. Без боев, без всего.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
Farewell.
И где ты мне указал, что ее держат? Ну, нифига себе, они держат ее далеко. Ладно, долечу туда, так включусь. Не буду, наверное, быстрый переход использовать, да тем более там и нету никуда. О, хорошо, я залетел сразу же. О, опять гуляют. Стоп, у меня нету шлема, пацаны. Ты кто, разбойник? Вы не охренели тут толпой-то опять кидаться? У вас что, других дел нету? Кто кого, блин, бьет? У вас битва бан, что ли? То друг друга, то меня косите. Блин, да... Всех, короче, надо косить нахрен. А вы чё убегаете? Ну, не знаю, стоило, нет. Кто ты вообще? Разбойник.
I'll let you go, but it'll cost you.
Very well.
Ладно, соберу все. Ну, тут не все. Монеты, наверное, скорее всего. Только. Может, что-то дорогое совсем, если. Миланский панцирь, например. Разбойники-то, смотрю. Непростые, нифига. Блин, опять какая-то движуха. Че, опять биться будут? Половцы, походу, с кем-то. Ух ты, да тут доспех чуваки-то лежат. Бля, лошадь скинула. Его лупи давай. А, это стражники с половцами тут бились. А это разбойники. Нифига себе разбойники-то приоделись. Вы не охренели? Золотые шпоры. Смотри-ка, что носят. Разбойники. Еще надо наверх забираться. Опять что ли какие-то разбойники? Да что? Блок-то не сработал. Давай-ка с лука попробую подстрелить какого-нибудь ублюдка. Да что ты убежал-то? Тебе же в голову прилетело. Типа в щит, ни хрена себе. Ого, смешно тебе? Сейчас не будет тебе так смешно.
Bollocks! Watch out!
Блин, да у вас что, всегда какой-то смертник находится? Ты еще и орешь. Нет уже никого. Все орет и орет. Ладно, найти. Совсем уж как бичи выглядит. А у меня перегруз, надо вот кого-то только самого топового искать.
Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm!
Missed! Over here! Where is everyone? Quick!
To arms! Get over here! What's... Cunt! You'll get what for.
Да что за нарезка пошла?
Bring it!
What's the matter? Come on!
Минусануть хотел, а? Что ты, гандон, там мне делаешь-то в спине?
Please, mercy.
Tell me what you know, and we'll see.
Of course, of course. What do you want to know?
Where's your workshop?
In the mines.
The mines are bloody enormous. I need a bit more than that.
It's in an abandoned shaft. Outside there's a camp, but I was only there once at night. When they wanted us at the workshop, we went the back way.
The back way?
Aye, not too far from here there's a ventilation shaft. We marked the tunnels with chalk.
That will take me all the way to the workshop.
It will. Just be sure to keep the markings on your right.
Got it. Who hired you?
A knight. His name's Jezek of Ronov.
What do you know about counterfeiting money?
Hardly anything. I know they do it in the workshop and they make a bloody good job of it. I always double-check any coin I get from them.
And you don't know anything else?
No, we were hired near Kuttenberg by that fellow Jezek. We were supposed to kidnap the girl and keep her here, that's all.
This Jezek, what can you tell me about him? Is he a nobleman?
So he claims. It's a Jezek of Ronov, he calls himself. I think he's from Moravia originally. The lad said he's a terror in those parts.
Yeah, I never would have guessed.
Margrave Jobst had Ronov Castle razed, though. Ain't nothing but a ruin now.
And what shall I do with you now?
What? You'll let me go, won't you? Of course
Я
you
сказал,
will.
что я
You
подумаю,
gave me
так.
your word.
You begged for mercy. That can mean a lot of things.
Tuh. I might have known. And what do you plan on doing with me?
I'm gonna let you go. You gave me what I wanted.
Thank you.
Сейчас возить тебя еще. Меньше ставил. Вот сука такая. Ключ от сарая. Больше ничего такого. Блин, сгонять за Ульрихом или нет?
Please, help.
They won't hurt you now.
However did you find me?
Florian told me where they took you.
I'm a fool. I thought he was just a dandy, God knows why. And it turns out he's a villain in league with thieves. And a coward too. This whole time he knew where I was.
It's not Florian's fault. He was terrified they'd do something to you. They had him over a barrel.
You're right. Poor Florian must have been more scared than me.
I'd say so.
We should probably set off.
Блин, а. Ну ладно, за Ульрихем заеду.
I'd hate to lose you on the way.
I'm honored that you should come to me.
I found that Esther of yours.
I know! Back already. How can I ever thank you?
By telling me all about the goings-on with Rapita.
They found me in the tavern one evening. Caught me when I went to the ship pile. They started to badger me about working for them.
They?
Yes, Rapita. On a night they called Sir Jezek.
And then what?
They explained what they wanted from me and I told them to sod off.
I'm guessing that didn't go down too well.
It wasn't all that bad. They just threw me on the dung heap and left. I thought it was just a drunkard's joke. But then they took Esther.
Where will I find Rapita?
He's usually wherever I am.
What does that mean?
He watches me. Everywhere I go. And when I'm at home, he sits on the bench in the square, watching my house.
So he's there now?
Hard to say. Sometimes I see him in the tavern on the green, buying supplies.
All right. At least I know where to start. And you go to work tomorrow, you hear?
Why?
Because we have to lure him out. And besides, your master will surely be glad to see you.
I have my doubts.
Why didn't you tell anyone?
At first I took it for a bad joke. And then, when they snatched Esther, there was nothing to be done.
I suppose I'd better go. I'd hate the bastard to get away.
Good luck, and thanks for the help. Take care now.
На лавке горишь. Что мне там выдали за задание? Поддержка и узнать. Больше ничего, никаких меток. Хорошо. Ладно, закончим на этом серию. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии, подписывайтесь на канал. Всем до следующей серии.